Hey Figaro fans, how you doing? You know, here at the Figaro shop, one of the things we've had more and more problems with over the last year or so is the soft top on the Figaro. People are typically changing them because they're ripped, because it's damaging that lovely interior with the damp, or because they're just looking tired and old. In this video, I'm going to show you how to check the roof, specifically the structure of the roof, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it if you've got any problems. So the first thing I'm going to do is open the roof. I've popped the boot up already, and then I'm just going to open the main part of the roof. Now typically the main frame here doesn't tend to rust. That should be okay. It should have a little bit of movement in it. Then I'm going to look at the front bow on the roof. So underneath the vinyl there's a big metal piece that goes across the front, and that starts to rust. And you can see on this side, if you look very carefully, there's all these sanding marks in it, and it should be smooth, clean metal. So we know that something probably a little suspicious has gone on there. It's maybe rusted in the past and somebody's tried to repair it. And the problem we get is if we pull all the vinyl off and try and change the roof, this front piece will just collapse and then we're completely stuck. The second thing I'm checking, and again, I might not know until I take it apart, is along the side of the roof here, there's some sprung wires, and they hold the roof taut and stop it from bowing in the center here. And so I'm just feeling to see if they're in place. But again, until I take it off, I won't know the amount of damage there. The last bit I'm going to check is around the back window. So the way to check the back window is to feel along the back edge, and you can see as I'm rubbing along here, look, there's bits of rust that are falling out, there's bubbles that are coming up here underneath the vinyl. This frame's going to be rusty when we take it apart. So here's the back window off the car, and you can see the rust all along the bottom here, but the big problem is in the main part of the frame where they're rusting. You can see by the time we strip the vinyl off, there's big holes all the way along, and the problem is you can't retrim that. You can't glue new vinyl back over rusty holes, and if you try and repair it, it just falls away again. Then you've got this front bow. You can see once it's out and cleaned up, it's absolutely starting to collapse. It's almost as thin as paper here. And again, you can't glue the vinyl onto this, and it's not really a shape that you can repair. But don't worry, Figaro fans, we've got you on this. We spent a year or so developing the parts to be able to repair everything on the hood structure. So check them out. First, we've got our marine grade vinyl hoods. So these have less chance of shrinking, and they look really nice, and they hold that nice tight shape along the body of the car. We've completely remanufactured the front roof bow. So this is made to exact specifications and is completely brand new. We've also got brand new rear frames. So these are made from GRP so that they won't rust, and you buy them fully trimmed and they bolt straight back onto the car. You know, we've even gone as far as to make tools for the wires that run down the side of the hood with the correct spring weighting, which again just assists in the hood being that perfect fit. Now, you've got a couple of choices with these parts. You can either order them, mail order, we can sell them individually or sell you all of the bits that you need. Or you can come in and have our expert technicians do it, and they'll strip your hood down, assess it, and then fit the parts that you need. And you can see here one from yesterday that's going back together that had the front bow, all of the wires, the rear frame, and a new hood. And I'm sure you'll agree that look at it when it's finished. They look fantastic. That crisp white really matches into the roof and sets the car off perfectly.